Hey, I'm so glad you're watching this video because that means you've already taken some action toward creating not just a sustainable business to sell your coaching services or whatever it is you're here to sell through a community, but a thriving business. And I want to first and foremost, I want you to pay attention to that little ticker tape down there where it says, we beat our competition by being better. We get better by doing the work. I don't ever want you thinking that there is some sort of magic shortcut here or anywhere. In fact, one of the things that has done the most damage to our industry, the coaching industry, is all the people giving you the false promises of the easy buttons and things like that. What we've done here is we have put together for you a system that works. It works. Now, it will not work without you putting in work. I want to be very clear about that with you. Start to finish, wall to wall, stem to stern, soup to nuts. I want you to understand you've got to put the work in. However, the good news is with the strategies and the processes you've just committed to, you don't have to worry about running from place to place and thing to thing, trying to sort of look for the next quick fix. Because I will tell you, no matter what anyone tries to sell you, there is no quick fix. There is consistency and focus, and there is lack of consistency and focus. There is knowledge and skills, and there is lack of knowledge and skills. You have just purchased the knowledge and the skills. Well, you got to develop the skills, obviously. And your commitment to me is that you will put in the consistency and you will put in the focus. With that in mind, this video is meant to be a primer and sort of an overview of the PDF version, the written version of this information. So do not think you can watch just this video and get everything. You've got to dig in, okay? Now, here's the good news. If you dig in, if you do the work, you can make lots of great money while serving people with whatever your skills and talents might be. It is possible to do. But you see what happened that got all these sort of magical thinking ideas into all of our heads was a wave after wave of people who saw a quick opportunity to make a quick buck at the expense of your success. I'm not that guy. I'll never be that guy. I don't want you to think I'm that guy. But more importantly, I don't want you to think that, again, you can somehow get to the top of the mountain without climbing. Okay? So I'm going to tell you how to climb, to labor that analogy. For your group, if you're going to be running ads, well, then obviously you've got a fairly well guaranteed influx of people each day, depending on how well you run the ads, depending on your targeting and things like that. I'm going to give you the organic side of things here. And also I'm going to show you how to keep engagement popping like popcorn inside your group. And that is this. You need to think of the life cycle of your group as having at least two distinct periods. The beginning period, which is what I imagine most of you will be starting with, where your group is either starting from scratch or let's say you're reinvigorating an old group. Maybe you've changed the focus. Maybe the people aren't used to hearing from you, whatever it is. And now, please understand, I'm not trying to be silly or glib here when I say this, but in the beginning, you have to give a lot of meaningful, good content. If you're a fit pro, give real tips on fitness and do it literally as many times a day as you can in the beginning. Because in the beginning, people don't know you. And every corner of our market is saturated. And so your goal in the beginning is to get them feeling like they know you. I cannot stress this enough. In fact, I will say this on camera. If you ignore this step, it's very likely you'll struggle with your group forever until you come back and implement this step, which is you drive the engagement in the group by being there, by showing your skill, by showing your personality, by putting meaningful content in the group. And there's, of course, content trainings in this program. but put meaningful content in the group, engage with people, be the leader. You've got to be the leader. And how do you be the leader when it comes to a community? You show up. Surprise, right? You show up, you share from your expertise, you give people the ability to access your personality. Who are you? Why would I choose you over someone else whose service or product seems similar to yours? All of those questions get answered by you showing up in the group and getting the momentum going. I cannot stress this enough. Now let's get into some tactical things for the organic side of growing your community. I'm going to default to saying Facebook group here, but you can put, these strategies to work for any kind of community you build. It could be school, it could be Discord, it could be Circle, it could be Square, it could be Triangle, whatever it is, right? You get the point. The essence is the same. You gotta earn our trust, and you earn our trust by meaningful content and presence and voice and personality and expertise, as in demonstrate your expertise. So you've got to earn our trust. And at a certain point, something beautiful starts happening. The group connects, they gel, they coalesce, and they start engaging without you. At that point, you can pull back to more of a content cadence, right? Where you're just really showing your expertise and you're sharing things with people as per the content strategy that you have access to. But in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and actually say it this way. There's no such thing as too much in the beginning. Now, if you've been in the coaching space for a while, maybe you've checked out other community building programs. I don't know. I don't know where you're coming from. But there was a period there where you didn't have to be as present and energetic, but that has died. Okay, that has died. It got overused. And one of the things that we automatically look for is, does this thing look the same as everything else, right? And so with hundreds and maybe thousands of groups cropping up that are trying to follow this very streamlined content strategy, all groups started feeling the same. Your group has to feel like a community, and that's on you. You start that, and you start it by doing what I've just said to you here. You can use memes, you can jump on lives, you can do written content. All of those things are good, and you can really just kind of do as you prefer, in the sense that if you like writing better, if you like being on camera better, it's okay. But the thing is, you're the rallying cry for the group. You're the central point. So show up, add value, demonstrate personality, make it fun, and the group will take on a life of its own. Now to the organic strategies. You want to take screenshots of engagement. You want to take screenshots or otherwise find examples of where people in your group are helping each other and winning. And you go out onto your profile and onto podcasts and wherever you can get shorts and stories, and you talk about these things. So basically, the organic strategy in the beginning is promote the group outside of the group. And you promote it. Don't just say, I have this great group for lawn mowing professionals, right? Nobody cares. You show them how the people inside the group are having fantastic experiences that they care about. We all want to be part of something good and part of something exciting. And so you've got to make your content energetic. It's got to have what I call emotional resonance. And go outside the group and promote the group using those kinds of content. So what kinds of content might that be? Well, the first time you help somebody get a win of any kind in the group, you immediately share that outside of the group and invite people to join this amazing opportunity, which is your group. Here's an insider tip. Go into Facebook groups for podcasters and announce that you are open to being a guest. You will absolutely get people inviting you onto their podcasts. Now, whether their podcast has 1 viewer or 1 billion viewers, listeners, whatever, is not really as important as 2 other powerful things. Sharing the social proof of the podcast on your profile and wherever you interact with other people, and then pushing people to your group. That's one. And the other is it gives you great SEO. I don't know if you know that, but every time you're on a podcast, you get more SEO. So over time, your SEO builds up where people go, well, I don't know how I feel about this person. Let me just Google them. And then boom, 3 pages of Google is just all you. That is fantastic. That is huge authority and credibility builder. Now let's talk about one other tactic. This is a tactic. Either in a PDF or a video or a Loom or however you want to do it, start to create, and this is, by the way, straight from the content strategy, start to create free mini trainings. Now, you're going to do this in the group to get people raising their hands, but you can also do this outside of the group to get people coming into the group. And here's how it goes. You create a training on 3 fat melting tips for your morning routine or something, whatever it is, right? Then you simply go onto Facebook and say, I've just created this free training. It does this amazing thing. Who'd like a copy? People will raise their hands. And when they raise their hands, you engage with them in the comments and invite them into the group to get the free thing. Or give them the free thing and then in the conversation, invite them to the group. Either one is fine. But I want to make it very clear to you, you're going to have to put in some legwork in the beginning, especially if you're not running ads. Even if you are running ads, you still have to do legwork. I just can't stress this enough because there's so much deception in the coaching and marketing world. You got to put the work in. But if you do, you can have a really, really good life. And by the way, it kind of settles over time. So you could run a successful group that's bringing you wonderful revenue in 3 hours a day, including everything. It's not uncommon, but you got to earn that. You see what I'm saying? You got to do the legwork that puts you in the position where now you can just maintain things in 3 or 4 hours a day. It beats the heck out of, like, I come from construction. It beats the heck out of climbing ladders all day in the hot sun, right? So again, I want you to have a realistic view of what is possible here. Is it possible to do 7 figures in a year through a community? Yeah, it is. Is it something that you can just sit back and half-ass it and not really pay attention? Absolutely not. There's no way that will ever work. You got to get clear on that. Okay. This group, this community, what you've purchased here is for people who are willing to put work in to create for themselves the kind of life they want. I'm going to just always stress that for you. You need to put the work in, but you can have a fantastic lifestyle if you do. Okay. So let's see one more organic growth tip. In groups that you know of that are big and engaged, where your ideal audience hangs out, go into the posts and comments sections within those groups and really add specific actionable value. You're going to want to look for posts where people ask questions that you're qualified to answer and give them the answer. Don't be vague. Don't be coy. Give them the real deal. Okay? That will drive people to your profile. On your profile, not your group, but your profile banner, the artwork at the top, should be a billboard for your community. And on Facebook, they have the click here to learn more option on the right side of banners. When you click, a little space opens up that you can put copy and links and screenshots and everything into. You use that as an advertisement for your group. So it might say something like, to learn more about how I'm helping X, Y, and Z to accomplish A, B, and C with or without this thing or that thing, check out my free community here, and then add the link. So you generate attention to your profile, right, by being a true value in other people's groups and on your profile. And then people see your profile. Following me? They get intrigued and click and learn that they can join your group. It's a great organic growth strategy. And then one other piece for that is every day, especially if you're not running ads, like this is all really considered your organic strategy. Every day you should be adding as many friends as you can, inviting as many friends as you can, just to be your friend, who are a fit for what you do. Find the groups where they hang out or whatever, send them friend requests. And then don't do anything after you send them friend requests. Don't jump in their DMs. Don't do any of that. We're all way too suspicious of that. Just send them a friend request and Facebook will do the work for you of showing that person your content once they accept your friend request. Some of the people that see your content will be interested, come to your profile, see your banner. You see where I'm going with this? Click on it and join your group. That is what I call the OG organic marketing funnel. It doesn't cost anything. And, it costs legwork. And you can get group members, clients, like it works like a charm. So the main message here is this ticker tape. You're going to beat your competition by being better, and you're going to be better by doing the work. If you follow what I'm telling you here, your group will absolutely grow without question. And the more your group grows, the more prospects you have that you can sell your services to. All of it starts with committing to putting the time and effort in. Okay? Okay. I'll see you in the next one.